Hi everyone, I'm not going to say, what's happening everyone? Because I know what's happening. You're watching Borough Country and it's really appreciated. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do so. In this episode, I'm being fitted for a new bike. So first the disclaimer. I am absolutely not being sponsored for this video in any way. I definitely paid full price. I have purchased a Dyson E Bike, no relation to the vacuum cleaner company. It is their top model, the Hardtail EVO RTC, which stands for Road, Trail and Commute, and it comes standard with a 17.5 amp hour battery and has a claimed 100 plus kilometre range when providing low level pedal assist. There are 6 pedal assist levels. It has a 9-speed Shimano gear set, hydraulic brakes and trail ready tyres. There is a front and rear light built in, and the rear light comes on and flashes when you apply the brakes. It also has a rear rack suited well to clip-on type pannier bags. We are heading to the bicycle fitting store in Korumburra, and I have chosen to buy locally. There's a good reason for this. 1, it supports the local economy. 2, the bike I wanted was stocked there. 3, it's already assembled for me. And 4, John Kennedy, who owns the bicycle fitting store, ensures that everyone who buys a bike from him has it set up correctly for maximum comfort, ergonomic positioning and all-round ease of use. John rode bikes professionally for many years, and the one thing he says people often get wrong is the setup. According to John, people go into bike stores and they kind of select a bike that's small, medium or large and head home. They then get discouraged when their bike feels wrong, causes wrist pain, back pain or butt pain, and then they don't keep riding. I know exactly what he means by that description, so this bike purchase comes with that full assessment and fit up, and spoiler, after completing my first 100 kilometers on the bike, I can tell you it's absolutely worth it. So let's have a look at John getting me set up. Firstly, you have to set aside a bit of time for this. My recording time alone was about 45 minutes. I've edited this down so it's a lot shorter video. John had the bike I had previously selected all set up on the trainer, ready to go when I arrived. He was also really good and let me record everything without prior notice. Sadly, the background music was too loud, which I forgot about in my new bike excitement. It gets turned off later in the video. So I have had to cut some of the audio out. We start off with looking at my extremely poor flexibility, the way I hold my weight when standing. I tend to stand on my left leg more than on my right, and he picked that up straight away. John suggested a few stretching exercises and then got me on the bike. Firstly, getting the seat height correct. Now at this point I have to say I would never have set the seat at that height myself, but after riding it, it is perfect. John even put some tape around the seat post and recommends measuring it so that if it does get moved or adjusted, you know where to put it back to the correct height. Next came the handlebars. In my case, he recommended setting them high, so I am in a more upright position. This suits me fine. Then getting on the bike again, John checked how I rode and even timed my cadence and gave me a recommendation for a higher cadence to work towards. We then went out and had a look at some clipless shoes, which is something that I was interested in.
Long term, short term, you're going to ride like this with those pedals.
Yep.
You just need to start doing some Ks nice and slow, come home and say, I feel great. What you need to do long term, you need to get a pair of shoes like that.
Clipless shoes, yep.
That have got a solid sole, because the sole's not solid in that, right?
Yep.
Hard to bend that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you can't really.
No, and what you do is long term. We're going to do for you. We put a pair of pedals like that, and when that clips into that.
Yep.
And then if you're a little bit nervous sometimes, you say maybe in the street somewhere. I mean, you'll clip out of these easy, right?
Yep.
It's a flat pedal. You just put your foot on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that pedal, if we can lock that into your thing, you're going to use your hammies. You'll pull the pedal around. Better for your pelvis. It'll take pressure off your lower back.
Yep.
This would be good if you can do this in the next 2 or 3 or 4 months. I think you just need to get some rides first, nice and slow.
Yeah.
Get some fitness, and when you're ready, come in. We put a pair of shoes, pedals. You'll laugh the difference, and it's better for your back.
Yep. Fair enough.
Right.
Cool.
A lot of people are frightened because they go to a shop and someone says, there's shoes and pedals, see you later.
Yeah,
I'm going to teach you on there how to clip in and out, and I'm going to set the cleats up like a wheel line, because Charlie Chaplin
So if you
like this,
feed it that way,
pigeon-toed, so you've got to set the cleats up so when they clip out it feels normal.
Yep.
You've got to put the cleats in a neutral gait with all the joints on your ankles, hip and knees.
Yep.
Right.
Cool.
Well, I reckon it was easy. The one down would be too small for you. There's 2 sizes.
Yep.
And that bike's worked out really good. That stem on there, it's pretty high. And you need every bit of it.
Yep.
It doesn't need to be any higher.
No,
that was comfortable.
That felt pretty comfortable the way it was, and with the handlebars up where they are as well.
To some people that might look stupid. They don't have your back.
I don't care.
No. That's common. I mean, that's in Europe, they'll ride. They've got the handlebars up high.
Yeah.
Here it's got this thing. Oh, you got to get it.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about that.
So basically, to turn it on, you just press that button there.
Yep.
Just feel it. I want you to do it for me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Go in a millimetre or so. You just touch a little bit. And take your finger off. Say it's in a millimetre.
Yep.
Now just press the top one there.
There's one there.
Just hold it there. Let it off. Okay. Keep it simple. Speed, distance. That's the power level.
Yep.
And that's the battery. So like it says, it's fully charged at the moment, right? So if you want a little bit of power, 1. Want a bit more, 2, 3. Generally, 1, 2, and 3 is not a lot of difference. 4 is a bit of a jump. Like
Yep.
generally, if you sort of struggling up a hill, you might put on 4. Personally, for you, how you are, I wouldn't be scared to use 5 sometimes. You won't need to use 6. 6 would be Jack the Ripper's chasing you.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you're really struggling a bit, just put on 5. You can put on 6, not going to hurt it.
Yeah.
But 5 will pull you in over any hill.
Yeah.
So front brake, rear brake.
Yep.
A couple of things you want to learn. You need to do a couple of panic stops. Just get the feel of the brakes and just do a bit of a panic stop on the dirt and the bitumen. If you pull the front brake on too hard, it'll lock the front wheel up on the dirt.
Yep.
It won't on the bitumen. You won't go to the handlebars. You're sitting back on this, the handlebars
Yeah,
are
it'll
high.
still just
Don't be
slide.
scared, especially on the bitumen. You need to just feel how quick you can stop for the days. One day you're going to get caught out where someone opens a car door or something stupid. Don't be scared. It's both brakes, but more the front.
Yep. Yeah.
On the dirt, it's if we were going down a real steep incline down on dirt, then you barely have the front brake on, you'd more with the rear brake. But don't be scared to use the front brake on the dirt, as long as you just do it to the point where it doesn't lock up.
Yep.
You modulate the brake, that's
Yep.
it. When you park the bike, and to turn it off, just press the button.
Yeah, and just let it. Yep.
Yep.
To finish off,
When you park the bike, always
John went over all the functions of the e-bike, the brakes, charging, and even some of the maintenance advice. Well, that's a wrap for this episode, and I'll be providing some follow-up feedback on the Dyson e-bike as we complete some more trail rides, and definitely will be updating on my first experiences using clipless shoes and pedals once I have them. It does have me a little bit worried. You hear plenty of stories of riders forgetting to unclip before stopping and just falling over. So wish me luck, and see you all next time in Burra Country.